G'day advisors, it's Guy Freeman here from platinumpracticecircle.com. Today's training is on how to look at current client referrals. So this has been a very big focus of mine, and I think it should be of your practice as well. And I'll give you a few examples and some of the stats that we found in our business. So when we drilled it, we've always wanted to have a number of pillars of where we get our new clients from in the business, and current clients is one of those pillars, because when we had a look at it, when we were getting a current client referral, and this is when we didn't have really any processes in place, we were finding that they were actually signing 100% of the time. So when they came in for the appointment, the first appointment, we found that our current client referrals were signing 100% of the time. So if you have a think about that, there's no marketing costs. We've turned it into a marketing cost because we think it's an area that we should spend money on. But there's no marketing costs. They know what they're, after they've chatted to their friends or family, what the process and the service looks like. They also know what the price is, generally speaking. And they're fairly comfortable then by the time they come in, and it's a very warm lead. So I think Brian Tracy called it the golden chain, and it's I find it a really important point, a really important measuring stick, not only because they sign 100% of the time, but I believe if you're getting current client referrals, and depending on what time they come in is where you can sort of attribute it to. But what I mean there is, so if we're getting current client referrals, it means that your service is good, your clients who are referring are happy with your services. And I think that's a pretty big measuring stick about how you're serving your clients, as well as, going forward, the health of your business as well. What we've actually started doing in our business too, we've started drilling down to the point of where the current client referral come from. So as an example, if the current client referral come in from in the first 6 months, we attribute that to the implementation team and the advisor. And then anything after 6 months is the current client team, possibly the reviews system as well. So we did find our last three, as soon as we did a review with a client, that we got that's where the referral come from. So we're starting to measure exactly where they came from to know, what we should really be focusing on at that point in time. So a couple of steps, and I'll explain each of these of what we've implemented into our business. So first of all, the team's very, very aware that this is one of our wildly important goals for the business, is to be getting current client referrals, because of what I spoke about before, the importance of it. Secondly, just think about each of the different stages of your touch points currently in your business or in your sales process, where you can start having a chat about these things. So I've got all of these templates and letters in the membership, platinumpracticecircle.com, for our advisors to use. But to give you an idea about what they are, so the first one is at around the 3-month mark. Once they even before that, on all of our emails and letterheads and those type of things, and even in our meetings, we're positioning that we're a referral-based business. So that's really important to let people, gently know that you're open to receiving referrals. So that's one important thing, because sometimes people, when you speak into them, you ask them how they're going, and they said, "Oh, I'm absolutely flat out at the moment," and that sort of sounds like you're not open for any referrals. So that's one thing that we do, is conversations, as well as just a really simple phrase underneath your signature saying we're a referral-based business. Just helps to plant that seed that's you are open. Secondly, at each of the meetings, when we're introducing the meeting. Again, we say we're a referral-based business. Again, just planting that seed. In terms of a letter that goes out at 3 months, which congratulates them on coming into the client community, we also have a gift voucher there for a movie for them and someone else, and that gets printed out on our letterhead. And so hopefully if they were single or wasn't their partner or whatever, they're seeing that, you know, My Wealth Solutions has given this to take them onto their take them out onto the movie. And then also just saying, you know, if there's anyone that, you know, are talking about X, Y, and Z or fits this profile, we would love to help them out. So that's one thing. We also give a voucher, and when they sign the financial plan to go ahead, at the end of that paperwork signing, we just explain that we are open to referrals, and then we also have a gift card for the person they're referring and then themselves. So that's another step. And then at reviews, we also have a similar process in terms of having a gift card there and also a chat about it as well. So they're just a couple of the seeds that we're actually pointing to our clients. Also, things like newsletters. So you just got to think of all those touch points where you can softly implant that seed. Now, for our US listeners, I've heard of a lot of things where, and I've tried this, and I've never been comfortable with it, where you put a piece of paper in front of somebody and tell them to write 5 names down. Again, I've never been comfortable with that, and I found just going about it softly has worked really well in our business. We've actually, on average, increased our current client referrals from 1.5 per month up to on an average of 4 per month, which has been huge. So yeah, those are the touch points from an advisor point of view. We're also making sure that our staff are aware that's our big goal, and their service at those different stages is very important to be able to receive current client referrals. And yeah, that's really the basics of what we're looking at. As I said, all of these templates and tools are available for the advisor's use. And also the coaching behind that is, if you've got questions around it or if you're thinking of different ways to actually look at it, is the one-to-one coaching in the forum that I can help you with. So hope you find that helpful. The golden chain, as Brian Tracy recalls, it's a very important measuring stick of our business, but also a very important revenue generator and pillar from a lead generation point of view. Alrighty, advisors, all the best, and talk again soon.